Hey everyone, I'm in Witcher 3 here. I'm going to show you how to use bombs, how to buy them, how to aim them, how to equip them, and so much more. So let's get cracking. So I've got Geralt here. I'm on the Xbox Series X. The principle should be the same on Xbox One. I'll try and point out any differences between the Xbox, PlayStation, all that sort of stuff. Right, so if you're going to use bombs, first of all, you obviously need a bomb. I'm going to assume you've got that. If you haven't, don't worry. Slightly later in this video, I'm going to show you where you buy them and how you build them, that sort of stuff. So hit the menu button. Go to your inventory with the left stick. Press A on the Xbox or whatever the equivalent is on your platform, and then if you move over to this area here, so I've gone to this little icon, shows oils, potions, and more importantly bombs. Now I have a few little bombs that I've already got. I've got Grape Shot, I've also got down here Dragon's Dream, and I've got Salmon. Okay, so I'm just going to unequip these, so I'm going to assume you've not equipped them at all. If you've not equipped your bombs, they will all be sitting here. Alright, so if you have no bombs at all, don't worry, I'm going to show you how you create those in just a moment. But let's talk about the bombs. So bombs are basically a ranged weapon that you can throw, and each type of bomb does a different thing. So this one, for example, you can see it does a whopping 350 physical damage, inflicts shrapnel damage to foes within its explosion radius, deals a small amount of fire damage, and it destroys monster nests. So it's quite a cool bomb to have. This one blinds opponents. This one releases a cloud of gas that explodes when ignited. So they're the different things that we've got here. If I want to equip one of these bombs, what I do is hover, select over it with the left stick, press A to equip it, and then pop it onto the slot. If your options are different, if you're on PlayStation or PC, down the bottom you should have a different little hotbar, and it should show a different button identifier so you know which one it is. But I'm going to equip these. So it'll say select slot. I've got 2 slots for bombs, so I can move between them with the left stick. So I'll pop it in this one, and then I'll also apply this one as well, Salmon, and I'll put it into the second slot here. Press A to accept. So my bombs are now equipped, ready to use. Right, so let's hit B, go back out, and see how this works. So it's still a bit confusing because I'm like, well, where are they? So what you need to do then is hold down the LB button, or whatever the equivalent is. That's the top button on the back of my controller on the Xbox, probably similar on the PlayStation. And then move the left stick around until you find the bombs, which are here on the bottom right. So how this then works is, can you see down the bottom left? I've got these quick slots, and the bombs will sit on the right button quick slot. So that's the top bumper on the back of my controller, and at the minute the crossbow is active, but if I want to activate my bombs, I move to the bombs here and then hit A to select them, and now look down the bottom left, they are now in my RB slot. Guess what? Now when I hit RB, a bomb is going to fire out. If I do a flick of the RB, just press it quickly, Geralt fires a bomb out to a certain extent in front of him. Did you see? It was, I don't know, almost to the length of that tree there. Now that's quite good if you just need to fire out a bomb very fast at an opponent, but if you want to aim, you can hold down RB, and then you get an aim identifier here, and then you can pick where you want to throw this. So this is good to practice outside of some enemies, so you can get used to it. And there we go. So you can see now I've used my salmons up. So what do I do now? Well, you can do this in battle as well, but again, good to practice outside of battle. Hold down LB, and to select your other bombs, if you hit right on the D-pad while the bombs are selected, so you need to make sure you're hovering over them, but left or right flicks between the 2 different bombs that we've got in these consumable slots. So now my grape shots are ready. So again, hold down RB, aim, and you can see I can move fairly slowly. I'm aiming with the right stick, by the way. And then I can go pretty high up, and he can throw them pretty far. You can see quite a distance going there. They can even explode up in the sky like we saw there. So they do have like a maximum runtime before they blow up. So they're good to practice with here. Now, I'm now out of bombs. So in combat, I'm stuffed. I can't use bombs anymore. I need to use my short range weapons or flick to the crossbow or whatever there. Or am I? What we will try in a minute is whether we can change the quick slots. And to be honest, I need to check it in battle. We will check it as the last thing in here. I can't remember whether you can sort of override them with other bombs in your inventory. I think you can, but we will test that in a minute. So now I've swapped to a different bomb. If we go here, we should be able to select it there. Job's done. It may not let me check that, but I will check that just at the end of this video. So, if you've got bombs, great, that's how you use them. What about if you haven't got bombs? Well, what we can do is if you go to the map, what you're looking for if you need to build bombs is you need some sort of instructions really how to build them. So if we have a little look at the world map, and then what you're looking for is a herbologist. Now there are 2 here. So this one is Kira Metz. So there's Mid-Cops. So you find her fairly early on in the game, and those sort of people. There's Crow's Perch, which you probably know, but there's her little location there. And if we run up there, we can go and talk to her to get some instructions on how, or some, I'm trying to think of the word, sort of the recipe, that's the word I'm looking for, recipe for bombs. Alright, so we're going to see Kira. Oh no, she's over there. So you'll see her on the map with a little sort of, I don't know, what's that, like a beaker or something? Or potion bowl. And if we talk to her...
Just when I was starting to miss you.
And then we go to, I'd like to buy something.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Yes, please. Right, so if you haven't got enough money, you can see I've only got 98 is it crowns, I think, in Witcher 3. So here's a little bonus for you. As you do battle in Witcher 3, you'll get all sorts of ingredients and bits of monsters and stuff, and these are worth quite a bit to a herbologist. So you can go through these. So I've got this Rot Fiend blood. So I've got loads of it, so I could sell her some. So I'm just selling it here. So you select it, and if you want to sell multiple ones, you can just move the left stick and sell however many you want. So I'm just going to sell some of this stuff just so we've got enough money to buy some other stuff. So some of this can be worth a lot of money. See how much they were worth? Lots of money. So look, I've got now 490. What are these worth? A little bit of money. So these are also used to construct certain potions and stuff. So you don't want to just get rid of everything, but you can get rid of some stuff, but do it with caution, I would say. So we're doing all right. Maybe get rid of some of these. I just want enough to buy a bomb and perhaps some ingredients as well. That'll do. So I've now got 601. And then on the right hand side are the bits that she's got available for sale. And you can see we've got no bombs there. However, we've got lots of these diagrams. That's the word I was looking for, diagrams. And there's glyphs and there's all sorts. And sometimes you will find things, if we go down here, cursed oil. What do we got here? Northern Wind. So there's the alchemy formula. So you can see that I could buy that. And then that's going to give me the formula I need to make Northern Wind bombs. So it says craft a bomb that explodes on impact. 248. So we'll hit A to buy it. If it's a different button, look down the bottom and it will show you a different one under buy. So we'll get that. And then if I hit B to go back out, you then have the option between shop and alchemy. So you can access this here while you're talking to Kira Metz. And it's slightly easier here if you're missing an ingredient, because then you can go back to the shop to buy the ingredients. You can do alchemy outside of this, but you can do it here as well. So here you've got the ability to generate various different things. Alchemy substances, alcohol, and more importantly, bombs. So if we hit A there, I've now got that Northern Wind that I purchased. I also had a diagram for the Dimeritium bomb. That's a hard one to say. So I can do that one as well. This needs 5 saltpeter and 2 Optima Matter. So those are those alchemy components that we saw that I was selling to Kira Metz. I didn't sell those ones, thankfully. So I can now craft this one by hitting A, and that bomb is now added to my inventory. Now the Northern Wind, you can see the ingredients are missing because one of the ingredients is the saltpeter. So what I can do though is I can see if Kira Metz has got some of those. So this is why I say this is quite good to do while you buy a herbologist. So if I hit B, I can go back to a shop with A, and then, oops, let's go and have a little look over. And we'll go down and see if she's got any. So down below all her diagrams, you have lots of different recipe bits and bobs. And there it is, saltpeter. So we only need 1. So we'll just buy one of these, okay. Obviously you could go foraging and try and find these from drops from monsters and stuff like that. Or, you know, sometimes you'll get them. But then hit B again, move the left stick over, hit A on alchemy. You can hide these big long lists if you want by hitting Y. And there's the Northern Wind. I've now got all the components. So hit A and I've crafted those. As you craft something, if we now back out of all of this and go see you.
See you, Kira.
Then if we have a little look in our inventory again, so that's the menu button on the Xbox controller. Go over to the inventory with the left stick. We will see under the, whoops, So there you see I went into alchemy accidentally, but I could continue crafting there. The bomb shows a little star to show that that's a new bomb that I've got in my inventory since the last time I've got it. And here's the Timeritium bombs as well. So how do you know whether a bomb is any good or whether you should use it or whatever? Well, I'm going to show you that as well. So I'll just move this bomb over into my sort of usable slots here. So there we go. And when we're on this menu here, if you go to the glossary and then the bestiary, if you start going through all of these things, occasionally you will see vulnerable against, and there's a bomb. There's a devil's puffball there, which I don't own yet because I haven't found the diagram. But if we go through these, for example, the cockatrice, it shows it's vulnerable against the grape shot bomb. So if I threw a grape shot bomb at it, it will get more damage than a standard sort of foe will get from a bomb. So a grape shot will still do damage against other foes, but this one is particularly vulnerable against it. So let's go and show you these in action then. Let's run out here and I'll just show you these against an enemy. So first thing we need to do, remember I used up the bombs, so I'm just going to show you how you replenish them. As long as you've got alcohol in your inventory, your potions and your bombs are actually replenished from the alcohol when you meditate. So if you hit the menu button, go to meditation, meditate, you can meditate just for an hour, and there you go, Dwarven Spirit, strong alcohol was used to replenish alchemy items. So the bombs are classed as an alchemy item. So let's just show the bombs in action. I will also swap the bombs during mid-battle if we can find someone to fight. And I'm also going to show you just after that some other things you can do to make bombs more effective in your skills tree. There's a baddie there. Now you can see the bandits there. He doesn't seem to have seen me. So what I could do, I'm just going to flick. Which bomb have I got? The Northern Wind. So I'm going to try throwing the bomb to here. I don't know if I can get them from here. Let's have a go. Yeah, it seemed to affect them, so they're affected. This guy's run at me. So what we wanted to know is, can we change bombs in mid-battle? So we can certainly change between Northern Wind and Dragon's Dream. So let's do that. So where's that guy? He's at a distance, so I could try the quick throw. Missed him, so you can see that's not that. Let's try a slower one. Now I have there, I'm in a bad position, so I've hit B to cancel that. Just about got him there with poison bomb. So can we, while we're in mid-battle, change them? Let's hit the menu button and see inventory, and let's go to our bombs. So I honestly can't remember. So salmon, I can. There you go. So this is a way of using more bombs in a battle than we were there. So I've got grape shot on. So if I want to use this, I've got to back out quite a way. Now I just need to remember to apply them. So I'll just hit A to select them because they've gone out of my quick slot there. So I just want to back off a little bit from him. So I hit RB just to throw that quick. See, it took him out right away. So if you've got the bomb ready to load there, and you want to cancel out of it, just hit B and he will cancel out so you don't throw your bomb. You can see we absolutely annihilated that bandit with the bomb there. Now, we've seen most of the bombs in action there, so again to replenish we could just meditate. But the other thing I want to talk about just finally is how you can improve your bombs using your skills. So if you hit the menu button, go to your character page with the left stick, there are a few things you can do here to make bombs more effective. And if we go over to the alchemy area, so I'm moving between these top things with the left stick, and then there's a whole sort of area here for bombs. So bomb creation, steady aim. If you start this one with your skills, so you need to have skill points available, which you get when you level up, you'll get skill points, or when you find certain places of power. You can apply these in this slot here, and as you go through you can add more and more power to your bombs. So this one slows down time, so as you aim, when we were holding down that right button to aim, time would slow down by a further 15%, which can be useful for when an enemy's running at you. You can aim a bit quicker, and then when you let go, the normal time will resume and the bomb should hopefully go where you want it to. If you put more than 8 things in these slots, the next page will open up, and then we've got this option for pyrotechnics. All bombs, even those that do not usually inflict damage, now deal 30 plus damage in addition to their normal effects. There's an option here you see 0 to 5, so you can apply multiple skills into this slot and they will get more powerful. So once you've added one, it will then say if you add another one, it will deal more damage, so maybe it'll say plus 40 or something like that. Same sort of thing here, increases the maximum number of bombs in each slot by 1. So where we've only got 2 bombs of each type at the minute, we could increase them here. The cool thing about that is even if you've got more bombs, you still only need 1 piece of alcohol to replenish everything when you meditate. This one, cluster bombs. Upon detonation, bombs separate into explosive fragments, number of fragments 2. And again, the more you excuse me, the more you invest in here, the more dangerous that's going to happen. So you can see number of fragments will probably go up again if we invest multiple stuff. One thing to point out with these is for these to become active, you need to put them on the right hand side here in a slot, so for them to affect. So I've not got many free slots because I'm only level 9 at the minute, but as you level up more and more slots will appear here. Okay, to make that more effective as well, mutagens, some of which can affect bombs and make them more effective, like this one here is an alchemy one, so if I put it in a mutagen slot here and then put my skills here, you kind of get like a bonus effect. So this one here you can see is helping a little bit with these attack things here. You see I've got that boost there of attack power 15. Lastly, it's worth having a little look in this area, so the general skills, because there are some specific bomb ones here. So we've got advanced pyrotechnics. So this one says damage dealt by a bomb's explosion generates 0.1 adrenaline points. This one, you ignore bomb and special bolt effects. That's more people throwing bombs at you. And this one, bomb damage is increased by 200%, but the number of bombs in slots is decreased by 50%. This does not apply to bombs which deal no damage. I think that's pretty much it for bombs, so we covered everything there. So as you add these skills, you will have more stuff with your bombs. We talked about all the sorts of stuff, how you apply them, and things like that. So hopefully that was useful to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. A comment is also great. If you think it was a good tutorial, do drop me a comment. That's a huge benefit to it, but being discovered by other players, and they then know it's useful. If I missed anything, let me know as well. That would be cool to know. But I don't think I did. I think that was pretty detailed. If you like this sort of stuff, I'll pop my Witcher tutorials, Witcher walkthrough at the end of this video for you to check out. I've got all sorts of tutorials on Witcher 3 that are seen by many people and seem to be very useful. So if you find them useful, great. I also publish dozens of videos on a weekly basis. If you'd like to be kept up to date, hit that subscribe button and you'll be kept up to date with my latest stuff. Thanks so much.